It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle, a place where you build your 8 and 9-figure sales department, which allows you to generate revenue in your business so you can really purchase all the resources that are necessary to execute the big vision you have for the people you were called to serve. And we appreciate you being here. You have choices every single day. Like, you could choose to spend this time somewhere else, and you choose to spend it with us. So our big promise to you is that this will be a good use of your time, by the way. And another big promise is you always walk away with just one idea that you could use immediately to really implement inside your sales department. And how do we do that? Well, we have a core philosophy. And one of our core philosophies is success leaves clues. And what that means is every morning for you, we take a look at a business case, another CEO, a real-time company that found themselves in a situation where they had to make some change or an investment, or they had to make a decision. And that decision either worked for them, it was very, very profitable, or, well, they learned some lessons that you can learn as well. And then it's so true that if someone else has been down the road and they're coming back, they're likely to be able to tell you what's ahead, right? Or there's footprints on their journey of success. And we can just follow those footprints that are embedded right on that trail. And that's what we do every single morning. So let's take a look this morning at our case study. Once again, welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Excited to have you here. So Little Caesar once reigned as, well, a supreme pizza with its budget-friendly pizzas, starting from its very humble beginnings in 1959. Now, the Ilitch couple's vision of affordability, tasty pies quickly turned the brand into a household name. By the late 1980s, Little Caesars had spread like wildfire across the nation. But the pizza world was evolving, and Little Caesars found itself, well, in a sticky situation. The competition was fierce. They were all over the place. Maybe like in your industry right now. The company's strategy, well, it was losing its flavor. As the 1990s rolled on, Little Caesar faced a series of challenges. The company parted ways with its iconic ad agency, Freeman Partners, and a new campaign failed to capture the magic that it once was. Franchisees were frustrated by inconsistent directions, like dropping and reintroducing menu items, which left them really in a bind. And an interesting fact, over 250 franchisees filed a lawsuit against Little Caesars, citing their unfair practices and low quality supplies. These were very turbulent times, and the pizza giant was losing its grip. You ever found yourself in a situation where it came time for a change? So in the early 2000s, Little Caesar began to turn things around. First, the introduction of the $5 hot and ready pizza was a game changer, offering a quick, affordable option that customers really love. And by focusing on takeout and improving ingredient quality, the chain regained its footing. So here's the sales strategy. They changed it. They had to have a strategy. They had to have a structure. This highlights, I believe, the importance of having a clear sales strategy and a structure that goes with the system. Little Caesar's decision to double down on what they did best. One thing, affordable, quick pizzas, was like finding the perfect recipe. Businesses can learn from this by sticking to their strengths and adapting to marketing changes by having a sales strategy, by having a sales message, by focusing on the sales system. See, here's my big takeaway for you. The story of Little Caesars teaches us the power of a solid sales system. By refining their strategy and focusing on their core strengths, they managed to bounce back and thrive. For any business, any CEO, really understanding your market and maintaining a consistent sales approach can lead to growth and success. Little Caesar's journey from crisis to comeback is a testament to the impact of a well-executed sales plan. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you, by the way. And every morning as we get started, I love to slow down and I love to share our core philosophy. And I think every CEO should have a core philosophy. And this core philosophy should transfer over to their sales department. In fact, whenever they have a meeting with the sales department, when they start off, they should ask these words: what is our sales philosophy? Or better yet, repeat our sales philosophy. And the sales philosophy is 3 words. You know what they are. We do it every morning. If this is your first time here, welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. If you're returning back for a second, third, or fourth time, welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. And here's our core philosophy. Our core philosophy is focus on sales. Our core philosophy is focus on sales. Our core philosophy is focus on sales. There's a big why, because if you can't focus on sales, you really just can't be in business. You see, sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money pouring out the bank account than there is pouring into the bank account. The message, the point that I want to drive home right now at the end of the day is that selling really is serious, serious, serious business. Repeat after me. Selling is serious business. Just say it right now. Selling is serious, serious business. And then we look at it and say, well, wait a minute. What can we do as a CEO? What can our mantra be? What can our pledge be to the sales department? And the pledge is really 3 words. We're going to learn every day. We're going to earn every day. And we're going to return what we know back to the people we know the best. So it's learn, earn, and return. Repeat these words after me. They're so important. This is your mantra. This is your pledge. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. We don't stop there. We have some objectives. We get together every single day. It's about stepping back and seeing what's working in the business. It's about taking a look at what are some of the challenges we have in the business. And more importantly, and I think this is the most important part, it's about understanding the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. And there's 5. Now let's go ahead and make sure we get those 5 down. Number 1, you must have a 1-page CEO sales plan. If you don't have that, go over to www.ceosalesplan.com and download it. Number 2, understand the sales cycle. We did a whole business case on that this morning. Number 3, listen very carefully, is a sales message. What are we saying? What's so important? Number 4 is we must know our numbers. And so we have a CEO dashboard. And number 5 is we got to build that 7-figure sales team. Now, for those folks who tune in every morning at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm so excited you're here. Do me a favor. Look right below the video. And just put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here, like right now. That's the bat signal that you and I are in this conversation together. Isn't that so nice, by the way? And for everyone else who's joining, by the way, and maybe you're joining on a replay, hit hashtag replay. You weren't here at 8 a.m., but you're here now. And boy, do we really appreciate you. And for all the folks who are streaming on demand, you're like, Shay, I'm on demand, by the way. I'm on Roku. I'm on Apple TV. Right now, I can't do that. Maybe listen to the podcast. Go over to @IamChayBrown, @IamChayBrown, and just drop a DM. Let me know you're in the conversation. Let's go ahead and connect. I'd love to see what you're up to. You can see me, but I can't see you. Man, wouldn't it be great to be able to hang out with you as well? And here's the question I get asked often. What's the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? The CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster, easier, with less effort, using proven practices and principles that are very, very, very profitable every single morning. And what's our big why? It's about sales growth. It's about accountability. And it's about consistency. We are going to be consistent. We have a way of doing that. How we do that? Well, we make sure you're here 15 minutes a day. Just 15 minutes. You tune in for 15 minutes every single day. So you take 1% of your day. That's right. There's 1,140 minutes in every day. You're going to slow down and take 1% of your day, and you're going to tune into your sales department for one reason and one reason only. And that one reason every single day is to get to $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. This is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. You're able to generate an extra $100,000 a month because you're in this conversation around sales and success. And when you're in these conversations, the ideas are top of mind to you. When the ideas are top of mind to you, you're just more likely to execute. Isn't that so true? Man, wow. What a good place to start, by the way. Now, most folks say, how do you do that? How do you really get there? Like what's the secret sauce? The secret sauce, the recipe that we discovered, was a CEO sales dashboard. We've been working with our clients. They were struggling, trying to see what to track, what to manage, what system to use. We said, you know what if we implement the CEO sales dashboard? What if we had a dashboard you could go to and you could see how many leads came in, how many appointments came in, how many offers you made? What if you could measure it? What if you could manage it? What if you could really track your resources? Wow, what a good place to start. And so we did that. And it looks just like this. You can go download CEO Sales Dashboard. You can use it for yourself. It's amazing. Look on the left-hand side. Okay, let's just do an example. Go find today's date, wherever today's date. And then go down and look at the number of leads that come in. Now, you can take this Excel sheet, which is over at ceosalesdashboard.com. You can go ahead right now and insert 2 columns. And you could have your 2 top products that you're really focused on. And then once you do that, you can say, okay, let's do, for example, how many leads came into the database yesterday? And then how many of those leads that came into the CRM were engaged? That means engaged with you. How many of those leads that came into the database were qualified? How many of those leads that came into the database were referrals? See, one of our core beliefs is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And what better place to manage it than right now, right here, in this present moment, while you and I are together. Doesn't that sound simple? Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute. I've got to measure it. Yes. I've got to manage it. Yes. Now, you don't have to stop there, because you notice when you go down below, you'll see there's appointments, there's offers, there's deals, and there's repeat business. So you have an opportunity now to go back every single day and measure and manage, but we don't stop there. We look at the wins. We want to recognize we've done some great things. So take a look over at the other side, and let's acknowledge some wins that we've had in the company. Powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus, and in this life you get, well, exactly what you focus on. So let's look at some wins. Number 1, what are you most proud of in the sales department? Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday in the sales department? And number 3, what do you want to brag about this yesterday? Take a look at yesterday. Slow down. Don't focus on tomorrow. Don't focus on next week. Don't focus on what happened last year. We're focused on just yesterday. What is it you want to brag about? You say, I can't wait to come on here and talk about how we were able to do blank yesterday. But every day is not rainbow. Every day is not cupcakes. Every day is not unicorn. There are challenges. We recognize that. So we ask these questions. We go to the other side and we start saying, wait a minute. Powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So we say, what were some of our biggest roadblocks yesterday in the sales department? What's preventing us today from moving forward in the sales department? Go ahead and answer that question. And what's the one thing you can do that is up to you, that if you did it, it would really move your life and or business forward? My message of the day is focus on sales. My message of the day is focus on sales. Now, you're not going to be blown away by that. You're not going to jump up and down and say, wow, what a brand new revelation I never thought about. But just imagine if you focus on sales, give us more than 15 minutes, but if you give us just 15 minutes a day, and you focus on sales, you're able to serve more people. You're able to improve your sales strategy, strengthen your sales structure, be able to have a sales system that really works in harmony with your sales message. Whoa. Now how many more sales will you solve? Because it's not about the money. How much more impact would you have? How many more people would be better off as a result of you being able to get your message and your system in front of them? You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. Peace. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm out. See you on the other side. Bye-bye.